So we are beginning with the third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Lord Krishna, when he came as a peace messenger to convince Dhritarashtra Maharaj that time has come that you should return the kingdom back to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Because Yudhishthira Maharaj was cheated by Duryodhana and the party, and all the kingdom was been taken away in the gambling match. And as per the condition, Yudhishthira Maharaj and the Pandava and the other brothers of his, they went on exile for 12 years and 1 year of hiding from everyone, Agyatavas. So, when the 13 years of exile were over, Lord Krishna came as a peace messenger on behalf of Yudhishthira Maharaj to convince Dhritarashtra that there is no need of a war. Just give the required kingdom to Yudhishthira Maharaj and there will be peace in the world. But Dhritarashtra Maharaj was blinded by Duryodhana and others. All the instructions which were given by Lord Krishna, it fell on the deaf ears. Even Krishna tried to convince Duryodhana. And surprisingly, Duryodhana was also not getting convinced. So one might ask, what is the problem? But Krishna is trying to convince and he is not getting convinced. Is something wrong with Krishna? What is the problem? Krishna is called as Adbhut Karmana. Adbhut Karmana means one whose activities are transcendental. So Krishna was trying to convince Duryodhana, and Duryodhana said to him, look Krishna, Janamim dharmam nachame pravritti. I know what is dharma, but somehow I am not inclined to follow that dharma. Janamim adharmam nachame nivritti. I know I am on the path of adharma, but I cannot get retired from such activities. So Krishna asked why? Because one who in the hearts, Duryodhana said, Baba, one who is in the hearts of everyone is also in my heart, and it doesn't allow me. Krishna was not allowing Duryodhana to accept his words of peace because Krishna wanted war. Krishna wanted war. Because those who troubled his devotees. Krishna can tolerate everything but not the troubles for his devotees. So, when Lord Krishna gave those advice and went back, Dhritarashtra Maharaj invited Vidura for consultation. Vidura was younger brother of Dhritarashtra. And they were very good friends. They had a very close, intimate relationship. So he invited Vidurji, and Vidura, he, in front of everyone, he presented the truth that if the war happens, the Kauravas, Dhritarashtra Maharaj, your sons are going to die. Because Krishna and the whole world has sided by the Pandavas. So you decide. But Dhritarashtra Maharaj, Duryodhana, Karna, Shakuni, nobody was getting convinced by the Vidurji. And Duryodhana became so upset. He said that you are my uncle. I am paying you maintenance. I am feeding you. I am taking care of you. And you are always siding by the Pandavas. It is better that I kick you out from the kingdom. And Vidura was kicked out from the kingdom. And Dhritarashtra Maharaj kept quiet. He did not utter a word. So he kept his bow and arrow on the kingdom of, placed it on the door of the kingdom of Dhritarashtra Maharaj, and Vidura took a journey for pilgrimage. So Vidura was traveling all across the Bharatavarsha. He traveled through various places and he associated with so many saintly people, hearing about the various qualities of the Lord and his pastimes. He was associated with so many sages, But his own identity was always concealed. He never revealed to anyone that he was Vidura. And while traveling across the Bharatavarsha, he finally came to Vrindavan. And in Vrindavan, he met Uddhavji. Now, who is Uddhava? Uddhava was he was cousin brother of Krishna. He was a very intimate friend of Lord Krishna. He has received PhD from heavenly planets. He got a PhD from, his professor was Brahaspati ji. He heard Srimad Bhagavatam also from Brahaspati. And Vidura, as soon as he met Uddhavji, he started asking so many questions about Yaduvansha, about Krishna, his associates. He put forward hundreds of questions to Uddhavji. And when Uddhav heard such questions, Uddhavji fainted into ecstasy and he fell unconscious. And when he came back to consciousness, he started remembering Krishna's pastimes and he started shedding tears. And that was the time when he actually revealed that Krishna, who was the life and soul of everyone, all of us, has left the world. And he was remembering all those wonderful pastimes of Lord Krishna, how Krishna took birth in the prison of Kamsa. Krishna could have easily taken birth somewhere else, but he took birth in the prison of Kamsa. And how Vasudeva brought Krishna to Gokula, and Krishna performed 11 years. He performed so much wonderful pastimes there. And when after 11 years, when he went to meet Vasudeva and Devaki in the jail, Krishna asked forgiveness from his father and mother that please forgive me that I was not able to serve you nicely, but I will make sure that I am going to take good care of you. And then when Lord Krishna, he performed various childhood pastimes in the village, in the village of Gokul, and so many different leelas he performed. He killed Putana. Putana was a demon. What was her food? She was eating the flesh of the children. What was she drinking? Was she drinking Mahapani? No. She was drinking what? The blood of the children. What was her intention of coming to Braj? Her intention of coming to Braj was to serve Krishna? No. Her intention of coming to Braj was to kill Krishna. So all these bad qualities were there in her. But still when she came to Gokul, she came as a disguise in the dress of Mother Yashoda. She wore a dress which Mother Yashoda used to wear. And she came in that dress. She came as a devotee. And when she came to the inner quarters where Krishna was there, she picked up Krishna. And she fed breast milk to Krishna. And then Krishna sucked out her life. And then Krishna was thinking that why is Putana pretending to be my devotee? Why is she pretending to become my mother? I can make her my mother. So Krishna did not see the dark side of Mother Putana. He only saw that she has come to me, she has come to Braj, she has come in a dress of a devotee. She only saw that, and Krishna delivered Putana and gave her a position of a mother in the spiritual world. So Uddhava was remembering all these things, that who will not like to worship that Lord Krishna? And then Krishna was explaining to Vidurji that so many wonderful pastimes of the Lord happened during his childhood. He killed so many demons. He played with his mother, he played with his cowherd boyfriends, he went on pasturing cows every day. And every day in a playful way he used to kill different demons. Actually, what is mentioned in the Bhagavatam is very limited. But every day there are different demons used to come and Krishna used to playfully kill them. To some he used to just slap, some he used to just put the hand in his mouth. And then he was also remembering how Brahmaji, he once tried to take away the boys of Krishna and how the cows of Krishna, and how Krishna, Lord Krishna, he manifested himself into various This we will discuss when the 10th canto is there. But he manifested in 3 sets of boys. Yes, usually we understand there are 2 sets of boys, but actually Krishna manifested himself in 3 sets of boys. We'll discuss that in detail. And he actually, Lord Krishna, he bestowed his causeless mercy on Brahmaji, because Brahmaji was thinking that he is the only Brahma. And that was his consciousness. Once Brahmaji came to Dwarka, and the doorkeeper, he informed the doorkeeper that tell Lord Dwarkadish that Brahma has come. So the doorkeeper went inside, informed Krishna about this, and the messenger came, which Brahma? So Brahma was bewildered. Which Brahma? Abba, there is only one Brahma. How can there be another Brahma? So tell that Chaturmukhi Brahma, Sanat Kumar's father Brahma. So then it was informed inside, and then the Brahma came. So Brahma was thinking that how can there be another Brahma? So he asked the Lord that, my dear Lord, is there any other Brahma? And at that time, Lord Krishna, he invited so many other Brahmas from the different planetary systems, from the different universes. And they all came, and Brahma was able to see that. So Brahma realized that this is my position. I am very insignificant. And we are very, very insignificant. If Brahma's position in compared to all the universe is so small, so what is our position? But somehow or other we are also puffed up like Indra. Indra, he is a karma mishrita bhakta. He has devotion to the Lord, but he wants to enjoy sense gratification. So such devotees, they are always suffering. There are such people who are neither in the material world, neither in the spiritual world. Neither they are inclined towards complete Krishna consciousness, neither they are inclined towards complete material enjoyment. They are in the middle. So they also want post and position. They also want name, fame and pratishtha. So they are like Indra. So what happens with Indra? Indra is always afraid that his position might go away. So he is always in a fear, and he is always trying to occupy his position. So Indraji, there was a time when all the Brajvasis were worshipping Indra. But one fine day, Krishna decided that worship should not happen, because my Brajvasis, my dear devotees, why should they worship you? So Krishna stopped the worship of Indra, and he established the worship of Govardhan. And that actually disturbed Indra so much that he planned and attacked Krishna and all the cowherd boys, cowherd friends, and all the Brajvasis. He made an attempt to kill all the Brajvasis. The topmost devotees of the Lord, Indra tried to kill them. And thus, Krishna lifted Govardhan for 7 days and 7 nights and chastised Indra. So that was the pastimes of Indra. And then Krishna, Uddhavji also remembering how Krishna chastised Kaliya. That usually when someone is merciful, when we say that one gets a chance to live in Vrindavan, the Lord is very kind to him. But the Lord chastised Kaliya. He removed all the poison from not only from his body, but also he made that lake very pure. And then he allowed the boys and the cows to drink that water to prove that the water is now completely purified or free from the poison. And then Lord Krishna chased Kaliya away from Braj. One might ask that why, if Krishna was merciful to Kaliya, why did he not give him a residence in Vrindavan itself? What was the problem? If all the poison was gone, Kaliya could have easily stayed in Braj. But no, Krishna wanted that Kaliya should go away and preach the glories of Brajbhumi. So Kaliya still is glorifying Brajbhumi and the Brajavasis and the glories of the Lord. That says he's always giving Bhagavatam classes. If you want to hear, you can contact me. I can send you the address. So, like that, he was remembering so many different pastimes of Lord Krishna. Once what happened when Lord Krishna was, along with his wife Satyabhama, he went to Indraloka. And Satyabhama liked a Parijat flower there. And he requested, my dear husband, I want this for Dwarka. And husband said, okay, no problem. The whole world belongs to me. What is the problem? So he lifted that Parijat tree and he brought it back, planted in Dwarka. But Indra got upset. Indra also had a wife. his wife said, how can Satyabhama take my Parijat tree? So Indra's wife induced Indra to chastise Krishna. So Indra went and fought with Krishna, and then Indra got defeated finally. And Parijat stayed in Dwarka only. So like that, so many various kinds of pastimes Uddhavji remembered when Vidura put forward so many questions. Uddhava was remembering all these pastimes, and finally he started narrating that Krishna has disappeared. All those wonderful pastimes are now just for the sake of remembrance. Krishna has disappeared from the planet. So what exactly happened? He was telling that when I was in Dwarka, at that time Brahmaji came, so many demigods, they came there to meet Krishna. And they requested the Lord that, Lord, you can depart for the spiritual world now. You have established Dharma, Yudhishthira Maharaj is the king, now you can please depart from the spiritual world. And the Lord told that, okay, Brahmaji, I came because you wanted me to come, that's why I came. And now, if you want me to go back, I will go back. So, the biggest problem of Lord Krishna was not that all this Kauravas and all the Jarasandha and all were defeated or they were killed. The biggest problem was Krishna was the Yadu dynasty. Because Yadu dynasty was the most powerful dynasty of all. And the demons, the demonic mentality, people can be killed, but who will kill Yadu dynasty? They were undefeated, they cannot be defeated. Now that was the biggest challenge. So Krishna allowed that the sages cursed Yadu dynasty. And they fought amongst themselves. And they died. So this was all happening around Krishna's disappearance. And then Krishna himself, he sat underneath a banyan tree. And he was on the banks of the river Saraswati. And at that time, Uddhava, who was on his way to Badrika ashram, he came there again. When Uddhava met Krishna in Dwarka, Krishna told Uddhavji that you go to Badrika ashram. You spend your life there with Narayan Rishi because I am going to go. And Krishna went to Prabhas Kshetra. But Uddhava could not bear the separation from the Lord, and Uddhava, he came from Badrika ashram, halfway itself he started walking towards Prabhas Kshetra because he wanted to see the Lord. And so when he came there, so Lord Krishna was sitting under a banyan tree with his right foot on the left leg. And at that time when Uddhava and Krishna were speaking, Maitreya Rishi came there. Maitreya Rishi also is a pure and unlearned devotee of the Lord. And three of them, they had some intimate discussions. And Lord Krishna kept some instructions for Vidura at Maitreya Rishi. So when this conversation was going on between Vidura and Uddhavji, at that time Vidura saw that Uddhava is a pure devotee of the Lord. So I should accept him as my guru. Now Vidura, who is Vidura? We should know. Vidura is Yamraj himself. It is not Yamraj's incarnation, it was Yamraj himself. When Yamraj became Vidura, the post was vacant. Aryama went and took up that position. So he was Yamraj himself. Vidura was Yamraj himself. So Vidurji, what did he do? He fell at the feet of Uddhavji. Now Uddhavji was younger to him, but he was senior in consciousness. Vidurji could understand that Uddhavji was not an ordinary soul. He was a Premi Bhakta. And that's why Vidurji requested Uddhav that please become my guru, please become my spiritual master. But Uddhavji, he could have easily accepted. If somebody comes to you and Baba, you become my guru. He said, oh, why not? What is the problem? But no, Uddhavji was not like that. Uddhava told that I am not qualified to become your guru. He said, why? Because you are senior in age and you are senior in generation also. So I cannot accept you as my disciple. Then Vidurji asked, what will happen to me? He said, don't worry. Krishna was remembering you at the time of his departure. And when Vidura heard that Krishna was remembering me, he said, what did he say for me? He said, he has kept some instructions for you with Maitreya Rishi. And where is Maitreya Rishi? He is waiting for you in Haridwar. So from Vrindavan, Vidurji started his journey to Haridwar, and there he met who? Maitreya Rishi. Now, Vidura and Maitreya, they had a lot of intimate talks. That is in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And especially the discussions, Vidura put forward so many discussions about the creation aspect. So, how the universe was created, how Brahma was created from Garbhodaksha Vishnu, and all this which we discussed yesterday. And then further, Brahma started, he asked about the divisions of creation, calculation of time, how the time is calculated, how from an atom, and how the creation of the Kumaras took place, how the different demigods took birth. So there are so many things Maitreya Rishi explained. And then Maitreya Rishi explained about the appearance of Varahadev. He explained that when Swayambhu Manu and his wife, when they were born, they went to Brahmaji and they rendered pleasing service to Brahmaji, and they offered themselves completely to Brahmaji. That what can we do for you? A disciple along with his family should offer himself completely unto the lotus feet of a sadhu or a guru. And Brahmaji, understanding the sincere devotion of Swayambhu Manu, he said that I am very pleased. Could you please now generate progeny? And in that conversation, Swayambhu Manu mentioned that where is the earth? Because the earth has gone in the Rasatala. It has been misplaced. And Brahmaji and Swayambhu Manu requested how to bring earth back to the normal position. And Brahmaji was thinking now what to do. And Brahmaji was puzzled that he does not know, because the demons, Hiranyaksha, he kidnapped Mother Earth and put it in Rasatal. So Brahmaji was thinking what to do. At that time, from Brahmaji's nose, a small boar appeared. And then that gradually that boar became so big, so gigantic, that for a while Brahma and all the demigods were puzzled, who is this person? And then they all realized that this is boar incarnation of Lord Krishna. This is Varahadev ki. And then when Lord Varahadev came, all Brahma and everybody started glorifying. And then while their prayers were going on, boar incarnation went to Rasatala with the hooves. It brought the earth and placed it back on where it should be. And thus the earth was restored. And then Maitreya Rishi explained that Varahadev also killed Hiranyaksha. There was an intense fight between Varahadev and, Hiranyaksha. And Varahadev actually appreciated Hiranyaksha's powerful heroics in their fight. Because Hiranyaksha was not an ordinary fighter. Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, these two demons were such demons that there are no such demons in the history. Neither there will be any demons like Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, neither there in the future also there will be demons like Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. They are very, very powerful. And Vidura started inquiring that what exactly this incident is, I want to know in detail. That who was Hiranyaksha? Who is Hiranyaksha? I want to know. And why did Lord Varaha kill? And why did he kidnap? So all these things he wanted to know. And that time Maitreya started to narrate as very, very sweet pastimes. That once 4 Kumaras, the 4 Kumaras, they are actually hundreds and thousands of years old. But they always keep themselves to 5 years old boys. Because 5 years old boys are not attracted so much to the material world, material enjoyment. For a 5-year-old boy, if you go and pray to him, Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale, or if you are offering so many respects, Dandavats, glories and everything, will it impact him? No. But same thing you offer to another person, he'll say, oh my God, you know my glories finally. So for the 4 Kumaras purposely came themselves 5 years old. And these four Kumaras, once they happened to visit Vaikuntha, they had a desire to take darshan of the Lord. Just like we come here for darshan arati, right? Taking darshan of Narasimhadev. Ishvara, Parama, Krishna, Satchitananda, Govindam, Adi Purusham, Tamaham, Bhajami. So they also thought, let us go today for darshan arati. But where will they go? They decided, let us go directly to Vaikuntha Loka. Because there are four Kumaras, so they directly went to Vaikuntha Loka. They crossed the first gate, nobody stopped them. They crossed the second gate, nobody stopped them. Little boys, who will stop them? Normally, nobody can come to Vaikuntha Loka. Who can come to Vaikuntha Loka? Not an ordinary place. But let me tell you, this is Prapanchika Vaikuntha. This is local Vaikuntha. This is not Maha Vaikuntha from the spiritual world. This is Prapanchika Vaikuntha. Where even Hiranyakashipu went, where even Durvasa Rishi went. This is Prapanchika Vaikuntha. So, four Kumaras, they went there. Third gate crossed, fourth gate crossed, fifth gate crossed, sixth gate crossed. Seventh gate, all of a sudden, Jay and Vijay stopped them. Hey, who are you? Why are you here? Hey, we are here for Darshanarti. Hello, which Darshanarti? You are not qualified to enter in this Vaikuntha Loka. I said, what qualification? If we are not qualified, then you are also not qualified. And they had a fight. They started arguing with each other. And in that argument, four Kumaras said, who gave you permission? All of you, just imagine if someone is trying to come from Austria, let's say, driving all 4 hours, and they are coming here for Darshanarati, and 2 of the devotees here, they are stopping that people from coming inside. Hey, not to come. Our brand Prabhu stops that person. Why are you coming inside? Who gave you the permission? No. People from Austria cannot come and take darshan of the Lord. This is our nursing, the Germany Narasimhadev. Then he stops them. So the Jai Vijay also stopped them. Why are you coming here? You are not qualified. And then he said, the four Kumaras said, you two are not fit to be in this position. So we curse you. That you go and become demons in the material world. And as soon as the curse was uttered, Jai and Vijay were shocked and surprised that now we will have to be separated from the Lord. And just at that time, the Supreme Lord arrived there on the Garuda. And he tried to pacify the situation. And he said, and the Supreme Lord, he asked forgiveness from four Kumaras, that please forgive me that my doorkeepers, they actually offended you. So please forgive them. And by four Kumaras, when they saw the beautiful form of the Lord, they forgot everything. And the tulsi aroma which was mixed with the chandan, when that entered the nostrils of the four Kumaras, they felt ecstatic. And they were lamenting of what they have done to the associates of the Lord. So they asked forgiveness from the Lord. They asked forgiveness from Jai Vijay. That please forgive us. It is our mistake, this and that. So Brand Prabhu realizes, oh no, Krishna belongs to everyone. So they asked forgiveness. And finally, the Lord told that this is all my arrangement. So I wanted that because I want to take incarnations. So when Lord wants to take incarnations, he likes fighting. But if he wants to fight with someone, that person should be capable enough of giving Lord Krishna pleasure in fighting. So who can an ordinary living entity fight with the Lord and give pleasure to the Lord? No. It has to be Lord's associate. So that's why the Lord said, this is my arrangement. But the Lord said that please forgive them. Lord said to four Kumaras that bless them so that they can remember me even though they are in the body of the demons. And they said, yes, my Lord. If you want, we can take back our curse. He said, no, don't take back this curse. It was ordained, it was my desire. And then the four Kumaras touched the lotus feet of the Lord and they went back. And then the Lord told something to Jai Vijay. You know what the Lord told? This all is because of your offenses towards Lakshmi Devi. Have you heard this? Yes. Once Lakshmi Devi, it is in the Bhagavatam, it's in the verse. It is in the verse of the Bhagavatam. Once Lakshmi Devi, she came to Vaikunta from her business. After meeting her devotees, she came back and the Supreme Lord was sleeping. So Jai Vijay stopped her. That you cannot enter, our Lord is sleeping. And Lakshmi Devi said, you nonsense. It's my house. It's my abode. And she, in her mind, she said that you will have to return to the material world for this particular offense of yours. So the Lord reminded Jai and Vijay, ki Jai Vijay, because of your that offense to Lakshmi Ji desired that you should go to the material world. So I sanctioned that. So Lord's arrangement is so inconceivable that He merges everything together. Nobody can, estimate how Lord performs His divine pastimes. So, so Maitreya Rishi was saying that once what happened, that Diti, she became very lusty. And she went to her husband Kashyapji and he said that I want to beget children from you. And she said that, and the husband, and they were having conversation that my father gave 13 daughters to you and you're all very taking good care of everyone except me. It happens naturally. That's why these days there is only one person should marry only one. There is no such problem. There Kashyapji had 13 wives, and although they are sisters, but there was enviousness amongst each other. By seeing everybody's opulence, Diti was thinking, I have no sons, I have no children. Kashyapji, you are giving everything to others, but you are not giving anything to me. And I want children. And she was very lusty. And she was approaching Kashyapji, and Kashyapji was saying that this is not the time. This is the time when Lord Shiva, along with his all the associates, they roam around, and this is not the appropriate time for begetting a child. And she said, no, I am attacked by the Cupid. Please fulfill my desires. And finally, Kashyapji, he said, okay, whatever is the will of the Lord. And then he fulfilled her desire. And then Kashyap Muni, after satisfying his wife, Diti realized that she committed a blunder. So she came and started asking for forgiveness from the Supreme Lord, from Kashyap Muni and the Supreme Lord. And she also started asking forgiveness from Lord Shiva. Because there is an appropriate time of also mating by which one can get a pious children. But here, Kashyap Muni started saying to Diti that you are so unfortunate, you are so unlucky that you came at an inappropriate time and you forced me to have sexual intercourse with you, because of which the demons are going to take birth in your womb. And those demons are going to be so terrific demons that they are going to terrify the whole universe. You are going to put all the world into suffering. And she was very, very sad. And she was very, very sorry for it. And Kashyap Muni, he said that, then Diti started lamenting, Diti started crying. She asked for forgiveness. And she pleased Kashyap Muni. And then Kashyap Muni said, don't worry. Your grandson, the grandson of yours, will be Prahlad. And Prahlad Maharaj will be the greatest of the devotees of the Lord. He will be the Acharya of devotional service. And he will be worshipped by all the devatas. Everybody in the universe will be worshipped by. He will be glorified for centuries, for ages and ages and ages. Till the world exists, Prahlad Maharaj will be glorified. And then he said that, but your children will be killed by personally by the Lord. And then Diti, when after hearing all these things, said, okay, finally, I have given birth to demons, but they will be killed by the Lord. So, and I'll have a grandson like Prahlad Maharaj. So she was pacified about all these things. And that's why Diti then went back to her normal duties. And so Maitreya Rishi is saying that Jay and Vijay who were cursed, they only came as Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Very interesting how Lord arranges things. When Chitraketu Maharaj, Chitraketu Maharaj's life is very interesting. Chitraketu Maharaj, he attained the darshan of the Lord by the instructions of Narad Muni in 7 days. He perfected his life in 7 days. If one wants to perfect his life, then only 7 days are sufficient. He chanted day in and day out the mantra given by Narad Muni, and the Lord Sankarshana was in front of him. So Lord Sankarshana, he blessed him. And he told him that throughout your life, now just remember sing my glories. So he became the chief of the Gandharvas, and he started glorifying across the world. He had a team, Sankirtan team. And and only the Sankirtan team was not even going in a bus, they was going in an aerial mansion. So they used to travel all across the place. And then one fine day, Chitraketu Maharaj happened to come over Kailash. And then he saw that Lord Shiva is making his wife sit on a lap, and he is giving a Bhagavatam class to all the Vairagis. In front of Lord Shiva, all Vairagi Babas are there. All Narada, Vyasadeva, this and that, so many great personalities are sitting there. And Chitraketu Maharaj started laughing at Lord Shiva. And Parvati cursed Chitraketu Maharaj to become a demon. And that Chitraketu Maharaj became Vritrasur. But the amazing part is the remembrance of the Lord never disappeared from Vritrasur's life also. Although Vritrasur was a demon, he was still remembering Krishna 24 hours. So when he came in front of Indra, initially Indra thought that Vritrasur is an ordinary demon. But then Vritrasur all of a sudden started praying, he saw the Lord Sankarshana in front of him, and he started offering praise to Lord Sankarshana. And Indra saw that. And Indra started singing, my God, I was thinking he's a demon, but he's a Mahabhagavata. And there he says, you are a Mahabhagavata, how can I kill you? So here also, the great associates of the Lord, they became Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. And they were actually now going to play the roles of a demon, so they're going to fight against the Lord. So that is what it is described here in the Srimad Bhagavatam. And then the Lord in the Varaha form, he killed Hiranyaksha initially, and then gradually from Narsingh they will kill Hiranyakashipu. So we can end here today. Any questions? If you have, we can take those questions. Yes.
Hare Krishna, thank you for your lecture. Why did Jai and Vijay initially offended Lakshmi? Did they forget that it's Lakshmi's home, or?
I don't know. It was such happened that it was everything in the material world and the spiritual world is ordained by the Lord only. Nothing can happen without the desire of the Lord.
So he could have the thought of, these things could happen.
If the associates of the Lord of Vaikuntha, Jay and Vijay, are getting bewildered, then whose hand it can be other than the Lord? The Lord creates such situation in the life of people. Yesterday we were discussing Maharaj Parish's life. Maharaj Parish was a Mahabhagavata. But the situation was such created in the life of Maharaj Parikshit that he put the dead snake on a Brahmana's neck, right? Never in his life Parikshit Maharaj could have thought that he will do such a thing, because he never did. Parikshit Maharaj, his father, his grandfather, Parikshit Maharaj's grandfather and everybody, they all respected Brahmanical culture, they all respected Brahmanas. But here, Parikshit Maharaj was put in a situation where he got bewildered by the Yogmaya's arrangement, and he offended Brahmana. He did not offend in terms of he put the dead snake there on his neck. So we need to understand that in the life of these great personalities, when some things happen, it happens by the will of the Lord only. Because they are not under the control of Mahamaya. Their life is dedicated purely to the Lord, and anything happening in their life is the arrangement of the Yogmaya only. Okay. So it was the desire of the Lord that they do that to Lakshmi ji. Lakshmi ji will get offended. Lakshmi ji will tell them that they should go to, and then the four Kumaras will come. And then the four Kumaras will come, and the Lord knew that Jaya and Vijay will stop them. So Lord also tells this in the particular pastime, this is all my desire. It is ordained by me only. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, you can give it to her.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Yeah.
I have a question related to this. So, if we commit some sin, it means Krishna wanted us to do it?
Huh?
If we commit some sin, it means Krishna wanted us to do it?
No, it's not like that. There is a normally when the living entity, when he is conditioned and he is initially beginning the path of Krishna consciousness, there are still, unless he completely surrenders to the Lord does not take the charge of his life completely. So it is a gradual process. But once the devotee completely surrenders to the Lord. Now this is what we are discussing about the Lord interfering in the life of Pandavas, and so these are meant for the great souls. So their life and our life is little different. Our life, we are practicing sadhakas, and they have already attained some stage of perfection in their life. But yes, the Lord also helps devotees. How? For example, if Bharat Maharaj, he was the king of the whole world, but he renounced everything, he went to the forest. He was practicing sincere devotional service. Sincerity was there. So if sincerity is there in the sadhaka, then definitely Lord helps such a sincere soul. Although he might commit some mistakes, he might commit some sinful activity, but if he is lamenting, if he is repenting, the Lord makes that situation auspicious for him. How? Now Bharat Maharaj, he went to the forest, he should have stayed with the devotees in the forest. But he did not do that, he was all alone. And he got attached to a deer. So much so attached to a deer that he gave up his even daily sadhana, and he was only attached to a deer, and then he became a deer in the next birth. But in the body of a deer, he was able to remember his past life as Maharaj Bharat. So that remembrance was given by Krishna. Unless Krishna interferes, we cannot have remembrance of even yesterday. So here Bharat Maharaj is remembering the past life. So that way Krishna helps. So Bharat Maharaj, yes, he committed some act by which his life got disturbed. But yes, because his devotional aspect was very sincere, so Krishna intervened and helped him. So in the body of a deer also, he remembered his past life, and then he wanted that, then he gave up his body as a deer, then he came as Jad Bharat. And in Jad Bharat also, he was remembering his past two births. So this we should know, that how Lord helps the sincere devotees. But if I say that the sins also are the desire of the Lord, no, that is our own ideology. Because we are given the independence, there is a situation where we can choose the path of righteousness, or we can choose the path of sinful activities. So we choose that path. But for devotees, if they accidentally commit mistakes, and they're lamenting, they're repenting, and they are sorry for it, and they're begging to the Lord for His mercy, for intervening in the life, then yes, Lord intervenes and makes that situation auspicious, so that gradually that devotee gets benefited in future. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah. Yes, because Krishna wanted war to happen. Duryodhana is a part of Lord's party, Baba. Duryodhana is a part of Lord's drama troupe. So when he comes, these are all his Lord drama party. So Duryodhana was there. So he wanted war, because so many different demonic mentality people, they will come in one place. Because Krishna came especially to establish dharma and to kill all the demonic mentality people. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanira bhavati bharata abhyuthanam dharmasya tadatmanam sujamayam. So by war, when the war happens, all the demonic people will come in one place. So it becomes easy for Krishna to kill them. So that was the arrangement. So that's why also the insult of the devotees, especially like Draupadi, the Lord could not tolerate, and that also Lord wanted that war should definitely take place, and all these people will get killed. Similarly, when Lord was with Mathura, Jarasandha came 17 times. And Lord, there was a fight with him for 17 times. Why did Lord do that? Lord could have easily killed him, Jarasandha. But because he knew that the Jarasandha will go bring all the other demonic mentality people with him, and it will be very easy for him that just being Mathura and kill them, keep on killing. So 17 times Krishna killed so many demonic people who came with Jarasandha. So his life was easy. Just by staying in Mathura, he did that. So war was supposed to happen because the Lord wanted the war. Yes. Any other questions? Yes, Prabhuji. Prapanchika Vaikuntha. Prapanchika Vaikuntha is Shwetadeep, Dhruvaloka, same name. Dhruvaloka is what? Yes, Dhruvaloka is actually Vaikuntha Loka. But local Vaikuntha office. It is the same. The Lord resides there. But it is not Mahavaikuntha. Now, Dhruvaloka was been told, Dhruva was been told that you will rule for 36,000 years, and then tomorrow we will discuss that, and you will come to my abode after that. Right? He wanted a planet of his own, which is above Brahmaji, this and that. So, the planet was already there. Only the initiation of that planet took place when Dhruva went there. It was called Dhruvaloka. But that Shwetadeep planet is already there. In the pastimes of Dhruva Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada mentions this, that this is Shwetadeep. This is where everybody goes, all the devatas and everybody goes on the shore of the ocean, and they request the Lord to help them. That is Dhruvaloka. Any other questions?
A short question to this. Is it overlaid, or is Mahavaikuntha a different place?
Mahavaikuntha is in the spiritual world. this is also a similar potency is the same, but it is located in the local universe, in the universe. So that the Devatas, Brahmaji and everybody can have access to the Lord. That's why the Lord is there. Local, just like we have temple. Right? We have the Lord's temple. So Lord resides in the Vaikuntha Loka. This is also local Vaikuntha office, Baba. This is the Lord Narsingadev is here. This is Vaikuntha Loka of Lord Narsingadev. Why is he here? So that he can bestow causeless mercy on all of us. Because we cannot see the Lord. That's why Lord has taken the form and assumed he has come in the form of a deity. Why? So that we can offer our prayers, we can render our services to the Lord, and we can perfect our existence. Whatever troubles we have, whatever problems we have, we can go and request the Lord. So just like this is an arrangement for all of us, that in the Germany, who could have thought that in the Germany there is a Narsingadev deity? So this is also like a Vaikuntha Loka. And you're all Vaikuntha Vasis. You're all trying to perfect your existence. I'm coming from Braj. So let me stay as a Brajvasi only. So you're all here and serving the Lord. And offering prayers to the Lord. And He's reciprocating with your prayers. He's accepting your services, accepting your prayers. So similarly, this arrangement also, and his arrangement also needs to be done for the demigods, right? Demigods also, they are in more difficulty because they are more in an enjoying spirit than the human beings actually. There the life is here, the life is 1 star, their life is 7 star. The luxury which is available there is 7-star luxury. And the more the luxury, more the difficulties. People think that when we get money, we will get car, we will get a big house, the misery will be less. But no. We are in a rented place, we are very happy. If you get a bigger house, bigger problems. If you get a bigger car, bigger loans, bigger tensions, bigger headaches. Because to maintain that loan of the car, to maintain that loan of the house, we have to put more efforts in earning money. More headaches. The whole human life is just wasted in that. Doing what? Doing things which are going to go away. We are putting so much efforts in those temporary things, and actually the human form of life should be meant for investing on the right place. Is performing devotional service. So, Devatas also need a Vaikuntha. Devatas also need access to the Lord. That's why they have Prapanchika Vaikuntha, local Vaikuntha office. Whenever Indra is in difficulty, the Mother Earth, whenever she is in trouble, where does she go? She goes to Brahma. Or she goes to Lord Shiva. And where do they all go? They go to Shvetadip. On the shore of the ocean. There they offer glorification. You have seen that picture, right? You've seen that picture where they go and offer prayers. And sometimes Lord appears there and He directly reciprocates and talks to the demigods, talks to Brahmaji. But many times what happens? Lord just calls Brahmaji on a phone call. And He tells, okay, do this. And Brahmaji indicates that to the demigods and they do that. So just like we need a temple here, they also need some temple. So that's the arrangement. Any other questions? Okay. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Samaveta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki.